There are no exemptions with the law of cause and effect. Every action propagates consequences across time, systems, and all dimensions. This means that nothing is isolated and nothing is free. Absolutely no zilch nada exemptions. Y'all might know and understand and trust this law to be the law of karma. One thing you need to notate is the law of karma, or of cause and effect, is not about morals, it's about mechanics. Reality does not push, and it does not reward. Reality balances. All of our inputs create our outputs. Every choice within our reality generates trajectories. The effects ripple far beyond the moment they're made. Bringing us back to our two partisans, Democrats and Republicans. For Democrats, compassion without structure is going to create dependency, and enforcement without wisdom creates rebellion on the Republican side. When we ignore second-order effects, this is immature. The law of cause and effect operates everywhere. In nature, we see that a tiny seed becomes a forest. Geographically, we also see that erosion creates continents. Within our societies, policy shapes incentives, and incentives shape behavior, and behavior shapes future. Within consciousness, our intentions quietly script outcomes. This happens long before any consequences arrive. The failure always ends up being the same. We end up with short-term thinking, short-range thinking within a long-term, long-range universe. Which leads us back to our partisans, Democrat and Republicans. The true partisan failure is causal blindness. The left ignores downstream incentives, which violates cause and effect. They assume that good intentions cancel long-term consequences, but they're mistaking immediate relief for sustainable outcomes. The right ignores upstream causation, which violates cause and effect. They respond with force and/or punishment without addressing the conditions that actually produce the behavior, and ultimately they mistake control for resolution. Different ideologies, same error. We end up with broken causal chains. Within a symbiotic abundance network, aligned systems, contribution unlocks access. This means that our energy, our resources, and opportunity all flow through feedback loops. And therefore, we create abundance without exploitation. When inputs are not only ethical, but also coherent, the outputs naturally reinforce stability. When inputs are not ethical and they are not coherent, the system corrects automatically. Some eternal truths that we have are mercy without foresight is cruelty delayed, and order without compassion is violence deferred. The law of cause and effect will not and cannot be negotiated or voted on, folks. The law of cause and effect is something that needs to be understood and aligned with.